guys, Steadfast RC. Welcome back to the workbench. Today we're going to have a kind of a quick video on this FMS FCX 24 crawler that just came out recently. And I'm going to show you guys how to, using the included O-rings that came in the package with the vehicle, how to make your just pogo stick spring shocks into oil shocks. See, these things are all crazy bouncy. We're going to fix that. First thing we're going to do is take the body off. Going to unplug this light connector right here just so we can get the body clear out of the way. Set that aside. You don't even have to take your wheels off to do this. You can just simply pop these off. They pop right off the ball studs on each side. Just get a big flat blade screwdriver back there. So we got the shock off. As you can see, it's just a standard pogo stick, no oil in it. These helping hands, they're really good for soldering, but I use them for filling shocks too. Alright guys, I'll try to keep this in focus as good as I can, but these are tiny parts. So first thing we're going to want to do is disassemble the shock. So take the top cap off. And then if you take a 1.5 millimeter Allen driver, that fits the shaft down in there. And then you can unscrew the bottom eye of the shock. Then that shaft comes out. There's your eye. There's your spring. There's your shock body. So set all that there without it rolling off. Next thing is you gotta look pretty close, but there's these little grooves. Try to get it to focus again. Little grooves right there on either side of this cap. So you can get your driver in there. It doesn't take much pressure, but just pop that cap end off. Sorry about the water pump noise in the background. I can't really do anything about that right now. And then inside here, so you just pop the cap off of there. Inside here, you're going to double up these tiny O-rings that came in the package. So I'll put that right there. And then I'll get two of the small O-rings out of here. They're so tiny, be careful not to drop them because I don't think they gave you any extras. Okay, so here's our two tiny O-rings. Slide one in and just put the other one on top of it. Put just a drop of oil in there for when you slide the shaft through so you don't tear your O-rings. Snap this cap back on to hold the O-rings in place. Now you can go ahead and slide your shock shaft through. Be easy because that's threads going through O-rings right there. Alright, next step is to put the spring on. And then add a little bit of dirt on it. We'll screw the eye back on the bottom here, and that's where you're going to need your 1.5 millimeter driver again. Screw that on till it's tight. Then all that's left to do is fill the shock. So I tried this with 40 weight oil originally, and it was too thick. So right now I'm using this Tamiya damper oil. I don't know what weight it is. It seems like maybe 15 or 20, really not sure. And it seems like 6 drops is the sweet spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Any more than that and the shocks will not work right. I tried putting 7 and 8 drops in there before and it just didn't like it. Go ahead and cycle it to get any of the air out of there. There we go, guys. Oh, I forgot to mention, these top caps right here already have O-rings under them from the factory. So they just gave you 4 spares. That's what the bigger ones are. Look at that. That's not a pogo stick anymore. That's an oil shock. That's pretty cool. Alright guys, so I got just the rear done with the oil shocks. And check out the difference compared to the front and rear. Look how much that thing bounces. compared to the rear. There's like no bounce. Yeah, that's a lot better. So I'll get the other two done and get back with you. So one more thing I'd say about this, guys, is if you do it, you're probably going to want to put some weight on the wheels, some lead solder or something like that, just because with the added drag of the O-rings, it does reduce the flex just a little bit. I mean, just a small amount. So any tiny little bit of weight, unsprung weight you could put down here would help. So I'm probably going to see about ungluing these wheels and putting some plumbing solder in there. It needs some more unsprung weight anyway on the bottom end for this rig to really perform real good. So thanks for watching, guys. I just wanted to make that video because there's been a lot of people that I've seen so far reviewing this. They were like, oh, I wish they'd come out with oil shocks for these. Like, well, they did from the box. So I just wanted to make this video real quick, guys, just to show you how to convert these to oil shocks, because there's been a lot of people I've seen so far reviewing these things that were like, oh, I wish they'd come with oil shocks. Like, well, they did from the box. You just didn't know what the O-rings were for, I guess. So that's how you do it. Pretty simple, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be glad to help you out. Thanks for watching.